expect in the games industry. People have been rambling and talking about its writing. But people have been rambling and talking about its writing and comparing it to Disco Elysium in its gameplay. And it's got a really neat setting. And the band Thou did the soundtrack for it. So I'm just going to crank up the music a little bit. So hopefully this will be cozy. Supposedly, according to How Long to Beat, this game's about 6 to ish hours long. Which means we can probably easily, comfortably do it in 2 sittings or 1, even if it's engrossing. So we'll either do it all tonight or we'll do it in 2 parts, most likely, maybe 3. But that's what this is. And I just want to double check. Mods, can you see if I'm in the correct directory? Also, investments are probably open if we haven't done that in a bit. And if you're sticking around, I'd like a big round of beers. So just type in the word beer in chat. Yeah. It should be interesting, I think. But currently, I'm being welcomed back to Xbox Game Pass, which is where I'm playing this. So it's on Steam. It's also on Game Pass. So if you want to pick it up or play it, that's where you find it. Obviously, this game's story heavy, so there will be spoilers. So you've been warned. Shield hid the stars behind halogen and the flame projected into the night sky every night. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. Let me know how the volume is, chat. Hey, Hex Wrench. So thanks. Cheers. Could never sleep. It was so loud. Still couldn't sleep without that sound. Still can't sleep without that sound. I think I'd lean to the first one, but also for me personally, I think it would be the second one. So this game is I've seen referred to as a choice paralysis game. So games that give you constant, difficult, no good response choices. The first game that I've ever seen referred to as that was Disco Elysium. Basically, where it's just like, there's no good answer. I hate all of these answers, but I have to make one choice. This is that kind of thing. I can already tell that I'm going to love the vibe of this. Okay. I could never sleep. It was so loud. I could never sleep. It was so loud. In your dreams, the towers were grand cathedrals, places of worship, and the swamps hid behind mirrors like spies. The birds transformed into radiant spheres and traced omens above the highway blight. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. So, spent your adolescence sleepwalking through devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. Knew we'd get over it. I didn't care. Chat, did we know we'd get over it, or do we care? I'm gonna let you guys pick. I'm gonna let you guys pick like every other one, I think. What do you think? Would he get over it, or did we not care? I think Blake is sibling, I think. One being top. So yeah, let's do it that way. 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5, etc. Anybody else, chat? I guess I'll go with 1, because that's what I was leaning for, and it's 1 and 2, so I knew he'd get over it. He never did. You caught out on a grainer. You caught out on a grainer to Chicago, and onward to the West Coast. Yay! You'd never left Louisiana, and you thought that you'd never return. Though the ghosts of the lowlands wouldn't find you hiding along the road, the years carried you through overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo, across mountains above cell towers. You have a good night, Trippin'. Cheers. Thanks for hanging out. I'm legally blind, not entirely blind. So my right eye doesn't work at all. My left eye has severe tunnel vision, and I have floating blind spots. Blindness is a spectrum, and I don't see a black void. I see a spotty, small portion of what your average person sees. I have my 32-inch monitor running at a low resolution, so I can read text, and everything is zoomed in 200 to 300%, depending on the window. Games like this are pretty easy for me because reading on screens isn't a problem. Games like Overwatch or Warframe are completely unplayable, though. Which is why we play a lot of text-based and ASCII and non-graphics or simple visuals games on this channel. And some games that are motion-heavy or visually complex are unplayable. My eyes are going slowly, so give me another 15 years and I won't be able to play games like this anymore, but gotta play them while I can, as they say. Thumbing down, 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. And I mean, every now and again, you'll actually catch me missing words entirely, so, you know, it is what it is. Thumbing down 99, you saw an old man crouched on the roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. I've seen shit like that before. Actually, on the topic of my eyes, I hallucinate out of my bad eye sometimes, especially when I'm outside, because my bad eye, which is like basically just a void, I can sense motion with it. That's it. Like, I can't even see color, but I can sense motion out of my bad eye, which is freaky, because there'll be times I'm walking outside and like my hair will brush past my head or something, or like I'll walk past a branch that's close to me and I'll think there's something there, and I'll look and there's nothing there, and I'll see faces, and sometimes like I actually see shit like what this just described. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. By and by, you made your way east. You threw your phone to the Rio Grande, and you joined the armies of the Mesa. I love it when I get, like, emails from Microsoft saying, a new person has signed on your account. It's like, no, I'm playing a video game on Game Pass, you twit. We'll see you when we see you, Starlight. Cheers, man. For months, you were in the company of fugitives. You slept in the nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. That's a sentence. The war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up junta? Is that the word? Junta? Bloodied the parched land. While hiding in the berth of a or of a freightliner. I wanted to read that as a firefighter. While hiding in the berth of a freightliner. Military-led government? Interesting. The words that you learn while playing video games. You feel that not being able to play motion-heavy games, that is your reflex, they're just awful. I mean, like, lack of practice is partly to do with that, right? Like, when I was younger, I used to force myself to play, like, vision-heavy games, like League of Legends and Counter-Strike. I was always horrible at them and had to put, like, significantly higher amounts of hours to be even remotely competent, which I inevitably kind of gave up on. But... Chat, option 1 or option 2 or option 3? I prayed, I slept, I forget. hiding in the berth of a freightliner. While the war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up Yanta, once again, bloodied the parched land while hiding in the berth of a freightliner. I prayed, I slept, I forgot. Chat slept, we slept. You slept easily as the truck shuttled through the plains. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas, and you knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up and shouldered your bag and returned to the highway. 5 years had passed, and the ghosts were calling you back home. Act 1, The Lowland Ghosts. That was a shift. You awake from your delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. It is Junta or Junta? I don't know. Ow, where did that come from? Coffee, please. But yeah, no, I'm playing this game for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, I'm a big fan of the band Thou, who did the soundtrack for this. Reason number 2, I've heard everybody praising the writing, which I can already see why. And reason number 3, the pixel art looked fucking rad, so it was interesting. Monkey watches you from the corner. Okay. Monkey. That is terrifying. Just gonna back up slightly. Monkey, your best friend, a childhood gift. Burn it with fire. You spoke with him often when things got difficult, but when you left, he sat there for 5 years collecting dust. Damn straight, you should have. Christ. 5 years, his eyes filled with anger as he challenges you to return his gaze. Monkey is pissed off he got left. No kidding. Yeah. Christ. Staring contest part 1. Glyphs. Glyphs will appear in a pattern to meet the monkey's gaze. Ah, yes, these mini games that they spoke of. Ready? I suppose so. You successfully meet the monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. I certainly hope it hasn't changed. You stare more intensely. Staring contest part 2. Rings. Circles will appear in the monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the parameter of the circle. This text is kind of hard to read. Click the circle when the outer ring locks into place. Okay. Ready? As I'll ever be. Suddenly Osu? Ah! Okay. Anger melts away from Monkey's face. I don't know about that. Obviously we take Monkey, right? Naturally we take the Monkey. I mean, come on. If we leave the Monkey, Monkey will kill us, I think, so. You drape Monkey over your shoulder. Jesus, Monkey. Demon Monkey. Yeah, pretty much. You drape Monkey over your shoulder. All right. No, Monkey's in inventory. Oh, what's this? Ugh. Oh, a character tree, I guess? Interesting. Well, actually, it's a mind map. This is also sort of a channel test run, chat. If the streams of this game go well, and people enjoy it, we'll do Disco Elysium. Okay, what else is clickable? Lots of things are clickable. Excellent. Okay. Down Here. Among the books on this shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. Chat, you guys want to LARP a Crisis? Because I don't think we need to. I think in order to LARP a Crisis right now, we just go outside. Like, just go to a Walmart, and you might as well be LARPing a Crisis. I guess we read it. The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Punks from across the country ventured into the ninth ward, and what is that? Gentilly? St. Bernard, and finally the East. They curated a theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. Aesthetics of the disaster were central to the emerging millennia, and it began to percolate into popular culture, and the collapse became the zeitgeist. We'll look at Plant after we're done with book, dude. Wise investors recuperate. I can't read that word. Italic text is difficult. Recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. All right, so that's books. Plant. You assume Million has been keeping the plants alive. Million? Is Million Monkey or is Million somebody else? Yeah. I'm assuming Lappy Top is how we go forward. Let's peek outside. Oh, a sticker. A sticker from grade school, half peeled from the window. A flyer from a show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. Sounds like a good show. I got whipped in the face with a bike chain. Jesus fuck! I was outside. Chat, did we get whipped in the face with a bike chain, or were we outside? That must have been a good show. I mean, although, weirdest thing I've ever seen happen at a show was the bassist jumped... Well, not the weirdest, but the most violent thing I've seen a band do at a show was the bassist jumped off the stage into the middle of the mosh pit and smashed his guitar extremely violently on the ground. Is kept by Haunted Monkey? I hope so. I'm assuming not, but... So we got whipped. Okay. You still have a scar above your left eye. Oh my god. After the show, you and Blake shot fireworks from the roof of a hotel on Poydras Street. Sleepless and sober, the two of you walked back to Norco, and you watched the sun climb over the grain elevators. This is science fiction future nightmare shit. Cool January air spills through the open window. The low sun washes over the neighborhood. A small flock of blackbirds dissolves into the tree line towards the lake. Commuter traffic glints along the apple street as a pair of wrens weave out of the overgrown lot next door. Laptop your parent gifted you idles on a shoddy particle board desk. Wake laptop, wake laptop, I suppose. Maybe not a post-total apocalypse, but definitely like a more destroyed version of the Earth that we're on right now. I don't know what year it is. They haven't said in the game yet. But there was a war in Louisiana. We know that much. And we're back from war or whatever. I'm sure we'll learn more as we go on. So, the screen illuminates you as you notice that the signal in the house is dead. No internet. God damn it. Looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left the browser tab open. Tab. Need cash fast? Install Quick Job. Use promo code BLEED3 for up to 0.005 Quick Coin. Ah, fuck, crypto one. Lol, the fuck kind of name is Quick Job? That is true. What kind of name is Quick Job? Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics, the app is a way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than them, people living in a mall in Kerner. You can't trade that coin they use on hardly any exchanges because everyone know it's good Ponzi scheme. Okay. Mods won't do a thing about shills. They'll ban you on the spot if you're using a naughty word. This place is a joke. Clarinet's nothing but celebs and libs and bots. Seen this exact thing, OP. Still there? Seen nothing but a bass upper section. I think we're on Discord, right? Can I click on these? Oh. Ooh, I can... Holy... Okay. Modbot, definitely not Moobot. Archived YX2Q posts at SCP-Anglers_YX2Q. Anybody still post here? Nope, this place is a wasteland. Mods are all W's. You're posting. Nice one, jackass. Forgot I even posted. Wanted to run something by you, gents. Was knocking out a sack late in the spillway and saw a big, round, glowing thing in the sky. It's called the sun, OP. Funny, I talked to... Sorry, call that the sun, OP. Yeah, okay. Funny, talked to somebody else and seen it too near the parish canal. Breh, that's the sun. Lamau, I see that the other day. OP has been rising and set. Oh, I seen that every day. Been rising and setting every day since I've been alive. Drop it, fucks. Anybody seen or not? Nothing like this, but birds in them swamps be acting weird. We've all seen the sun, breh. Relax. Looked like it was made of glass, maybe. Would glow real bright and then not at all. Moved fast. Best pick I could get. All kinds of shit been happening out that way. Get some sleep, OP. Need cash. Okay, there we go. That's, Chat, is this Reddit? Or, like, future Discord? Maybe both. Future Reddit Discord. I love that people still talk like morons in the future, too. That's kind of comforting, actually. Definitely Reddit post based on terminology. Ooh. Go to okay, well, I found the menu. Living room. Ew. Memories of sleepless nights and the dull refinery hum and the red halogen half darkness. Your mom's sitting there, staring through the window. There's tension in her demeanor, as if you were interrupting some urgent, obligatory task. You'd continue to the kitchen with no words exchanged. Those nights were rare. Thought she hated me. Chat, were those nights rare, or do we think she hated us? We'll see you when we see you, Anander. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, well, hopefully everybody's alright, dude. Take care. Be safe. Glad to hear people are still isolating, though. What was the name of that game that you had packing things and organizing stuff? Very aesthetically pleasing game? Unpacking. Axon. It's also on Game Pass, too. But yes, it's called Unpacking. Halogen? Halogen? It depends on what part of the planet you're from. So, I've heard it pronounced both ways, so I will pronounce it the way that I know. Thank you. I've always heard it pronounced halogen. I think this is a tomato-tomato position. But those nights were rare. Many of them you simply don't remember. Okay, so we got the bed, the bedroom, family yard, kitchen, and we're in the living room right now, so we can click on. The heat of the spring will soon arrive. In the middle wet air of the window that will fill the room. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. Margin of the lake. Critiques of the deliberate externality? Is that a word? It's the line dysphoria. Many tragedies have come to pass along the western margin lake. Unnamed hurricane of YW9D left settlements of the Frenier, and Labranche in a state of unrecognizable destruction. Those who survived did so by clinging for their lives to the limbs of cypress trees. Fables and secrets of those communities lie with the bones now scattered in the sediment of the lake. Critiques of deliberate externality. Since games like this are all entirely like dialogue based, you have to read everything, because that's where you get everything in games like this, is just dialogue and words. Shield has acquired much of Norco's most flood-resistant land, though a variety of mechanisms. Madre and Moore, YX1Y, argue that one such mechanism is a process of a deliberate externality. This theory, my eyes are being bad, give me a second. This theory posits the key to corporate decision makers encourage the company to emit affluent and noxious substances into the environment with the explicit intention of decreasing neighboring property values. Oh boy. Aluminum, yeah. It is what it is, Hexwrench. This compels residents to sell their properties below market value to relocate as quickly as possible. The criticism that this theory often receives is that it diminishes the importance of slavery in situating black residents along industrial fence lines up and down the Mississippi River. In the words of Carter, slavery was the deliberate externality from which Shield continues to profit. Pollution was never needed. Ugh. I'm kind of scared of this last one. In the end, we decided to leave dimes. It wasn't the cat's cracker, or the smells, or the fear for our children's health that drove us away. They played a part. Truth be told, it was the media's attention. The spokespeople and the activists and the academics and all this. I was done with it, and I was done being a poster child, done with being thought of as a victim. I wanted my experience to be my own, not something to gawk at or dissect in a laboratory. All right, learning. Anything else I can click on? I have a feeling that clicking the dot triggers a thing, so let's look for eyes that we can examine first. Let's look at the table. So Shield is the oil company. A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Yeah, interesting book collection. Good world building, though. Shield Oil community notice. Dear neighbor, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the site of our number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk to residents. I think I speak for everybody in the chat room when I say bullshit. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield Norco office community engagement. Community engagement. I engage these nuts. Your mom's unfolded laundry. Okay. I guess the one thing we haven't clicked on. Oh, I see something. Photo of your mom holding Blake as a baby. I guess little sibling then. On a bench in the Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them, bundled up and laughing, as a gust of wind breaks the beach. The sky is bone white. An old defective flat screen that your mom never bothered to bring back to the curb. You turn on the television. Chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. Tune in. All right. Needs to be repeating. It's like, hello, 160p, my old friend. So your mother's memories, that's strange. Cool visuals, though. Keep expecting it to like jump scare me. I don't know why. This is some shit you would make. You know what's funny, Bogart? Because like I was thinking kind of the same thing, except it wouldn't be Midwestern because I have zero knowledge of Midwestern culture. More or less. All right, I guess that's everything. There's the kitchen. There's the front. Let's go to the kitchen. Okay, so that leads to the attic. Backyard. Well, even better. Now you don't need to put in the work to make it because it exists. It's called Norco. That's the backyard. Microwave. Discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that it's discouraged from using it. All right, noted. Sure. Do you know the band that did the soundtrack for this, Wogarden? Because it's Thou who did the soundtrack for this. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen, blocking the hour. And Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the microwave. Tasty. They're a like Midwestern sludge / black metal band. They're real interesting because they have a habit of doing songs with like really cheery pop singers and making them sing dirges. They're a fun group. They're just THOU on Bandcamp. They got a lot of good stuff. Why? Because someone has been cooking cockroaches in the microwave in Project Zomboid? Prismatic Flux? Is that why this reminds you of Zomboid? Because I've done that too. You were always frightened by the laundry room. Maybe. Just maybe. Okay. Peek around in the attic. There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine Mom gave it away as the end approached. Is that it? Just kind of hoping there'd be more up here. I don't know. What, microwaving cockroaches? I mean, I guess. Oh, pills. Perfect. Mom's painkillers are spelled across the counter. Oh, I was hoping for more dialogue. Okay, let's go to the backyard. I'm just going to enjoy this aesthetic for a second here. This very much seems to be like the kind of game where you just need to just let the visuals just kind of, and the atmosphere just kind of wash over you. Mind map appears to be flashing. Oh, I mean, am I supposed to click? I thought it was flashing the whole time. Oh, I see. Okay. You. Traveling? Or home again? Finish thought. This is how we build our character. Yeah, this game is future. I mean, there was either another civil war in the U.S. or some sort of like straight up war. Slavery is back in the U.S. and a bunch of other fucked up shit. Also, there's robots. So this is not current day, if for whatever that's worth. I mean, we were traveling. That is accurate, and we also are home again. Both of those are true. Oh, is Million the robot probably? Actually, yeah, you're probably right. Million's probably that, not the monkey that I'm carrying. You think home is the dream? I don't know, because it did say that you were heading home, or did it not say that we were heading home? Because like we were sleeping and hiding at war, and then we woke up from the dream. So we've woken up from the dream. Why are you hoping home is the dream? We were like in a war, dude. I don't know. I'm hoping that was the dream, but I guess we'll find out. For some reason, I think that was a flashback and we're now in present time, but I could be wrong about that. You were traveling. I mean, we were traveling. Through the Midwest, across the Rockies, down the Pacific coast, dismiss. I mean, we were traveling down the Pacific coast. That's what it said that we were doing, but we were also through the Midwest. One implies... I mean, were is past tense, not we're. Like, we're not currently traveling. But I will say this, from what I've read in that place, that isn't home. Like, we may have returned, but it definitely doesn't feel like home. At least not to me. I wouldn't consider that home. We're traveling through the Midwest. Across the Rockies. I'm just expecting this game to go full Disco Elysium and start accusing me of being a fascist, which is what that game has a tendency of doing. I bought that game for my older sister, and she's just like, I really enjoyed that game until it called me a fascist. Well, Oh, understandable. Okay. I mean, we are currently in the Midwest. Let's go for across the Rockies. Your friends went south and you were glad to be alone. You spent long nights along those highways in a shitty sleeping bag. You bathed in rivers. You watched the ocean of outer space, and you watched the satellites travel along their course. Oh, okay. Through the Midwest, down the Pacific coast, or through the Midwest. The freight cars rattled in the cold dusk, and as you encroached on the Grainer porch, the cell towers peeked over the flat country, translating the notions of the world. The light of the suburban Memphis, and the fences, the traffic, and the stark shadows under the lavender blanket of clouds. Afraid, tired, and silent and alert at each terminal, you watched the night decay for miles. Then what? You rode in the back of a van, wedged between amplifiers from Chicago, to Des Moines? Is that how you say that? Probably butchered that. You stole a heater from Walmart, good shit, and brought it to the poorly attended house show. Des Moines to Kansas City, to Denver. Down the Pacific coast. Summer days arrived. I'm probably destroying it. Don't worry about it. Summer days arrived and you built a bike in a garage in Eureka and then took it south. I've actually been to Eureka. Generator shows on the beach. Immersive on-ramps teeming with personalities. Familiar smile on the face of an old man in the Central Valley ditch. Smile's image is burned in into your eyes. Dismiss. You. Fascinating. We're home again. Because your brother needs you. And your mom died. You. Finish thought. Everything about this game is creepy, and I love it. It's like the best kind of shiver creepy. So that's Million. Then who was on the couch? Nobody was on the couch. That was memories of a person sitting on the couch. If I didn't read it clearly, I apologize. We were remembering who was on the couch, talking about how they used to sit there. And that was my mom who used to sit there. Yeah. Your mom's old 4-cylinder 3,500 or 350cc bike. It has extensive rust and wear. Has disengranting crab net. Blue taught your mom how to make those. Your mom taught you. In the summers, you'd bike. It's really difficult for me to read text while it's appearing, so I'm just gonna wait for it to appear. In the summers, you'd bike to the section before sunrise. Chicken necks to the bottom ring of your net. What? Oh, tie chicken nets. Okay, I was like, chicken nets to the bottom ring. What? Okay, let's try this again. In the summers, you'd bike to the section before sunrise. To the suction before sunrise, tie chicken necks to the bottom of ring of your net, and submerge it and sit there, nursing your coffee, while the swamp raised its voice. You'd come home with a dozen or so crabs, snapping and writhing in the burlap bag. You'd assume your mom hadn't been out on the water much this past year. Okay, so we can keep examining stuff, or we can talk to Robit. Your mom kept her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the cab of the truck. Boots, waders, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. This truck was your grandfather's. You remember riding in his lap while he let you steer. The dead wasps that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No air conditioning, windows down, the rattling chassis that was deafening, going 75 on the Interstate 10. My dad actually used to own a GM tracker before my older sister wrapped it around a pole. And similar thing, it was like impossible to talk in that thing on the highway. It sounded like it was trying to rattle itself into pieces. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mom's death. Okay, I guess we get to talk to Million. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. You recall the night that your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of eyes. It's a cool way of putting that, constellation of eyes. The robot regards you casually. Neat. I am Chad, what do you guys think of this so far? Because I am adoring this writing. I could read this shit all day. This is like a good book, but I don't read those very often. That is a spooky fucking face. But kind of awesome. Million. Okay, you're awake. What do you think, chat? Couldn't sleep or best in years, 1 or 2? Could never sleep at home. This is true. This is true. We couldn't sleep at home with the sound of the Oh, the refinery's so close, so I guess you're right. Sleep. Catherine used to Catherine used to say, the sound of the refinery gave you restless sleep. Callback. I wonder if they would call us out for lying if we said that, actually. Now I want to know what that response would have been. Cool. In any case, I'm certain I was no help. She gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I'm just waiting for the text to stop. I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're in good shape now. All I need is a fuse, and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. Ah! Light, like bluey green, I guess that's more of a green, right? Yeah, light greeny text means item I have to go find. Is that like a pop-up? No. Okay. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Can I get a fuse? Were you expecting a call? Why would so many people be calling? What do you think, chat? 1, 2, or 3? Check the garage for the fuse. Also, by the way, I'm normally a very strict no backseating channel, but this is the kind of game where we're just going to play this kind of cooperatively, me and chat, so you guys can just recommend whatever the fuck you want. I just want conversations, so. Unless, like, you played this game before, in which case, if you spoil something, I will shoot you out of the sky with a tactical nuke. But, chat wants to. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he is, where he went off to. He's useless? I wonder where he could be. What do we respond with? 1 or 2? I'm leaning that he's useless, because we knew he'd get over it. Seems fitting, I would say. I think I'm leaning he's useless. He couldn't ID the son. That is true. He couldn't ID the son. Assuming that was our brother. Never played, plus you'll sit up targeting. I mean, this game only just came up. Don't worry. Like, it only just came out, like earlier this week, last week. It's only been out for a couple days. So. He's useless. I give Blake a hard time, but he did more to care for your mother during the final days than anyone else. It's been difficult for him. He deserves some time away from the house. Okay, so it does give me options. Okay. Why would so many people be calling? Your mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what little I know, I gather she's been conducting research for a client in Fat City. Looks really familiar. It's this studio's first game, but for me, like, the art style of this game is, like, familiar, but also, like, very unique. Rather, like, the art style's familiar. Like, I've seen games that have similar-ish styles, but there's something about the color palette of this, and a mix of, like, kind of the, like, if you look at the screenshots on Steam, like, there's some really psychedelic-y sequences and scenes in this that are kind of out of this world in a really unique, interesting way. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data because she was doing some research for a client in Fat City. I'm unaware of where she has hidden it, but perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts? Oh, okay. Who exactly would want that data? Who is this client? Chat, what do you think? 1 or 2? But, I mean, I was curious about this game and interested in it, and then I found out that Thou was doing the soundtrack, and I was like, yep, okay. I will play this whole game. Absolutely, no question. This is the sort of game where, like, I'll play it on stream, and if I really like it, I'll buy it separately and then play it again a second time on my own time. One, who exactly would want that data? Yeah, that is probably the better question. Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. So who is this client? Haven't a clue. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. This is a tough one. She finally worked herself to death. I took her knowledge for granted. She always kept strange company. I think that I took her knowledge for granted. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think, chat? I'm kind of leaning too on this one. Because it seems like, oh, damn, chat, I got good news. Me and my mom, have a garden plot in a local, what's it called? Community garden. Meaning I just got access to a vegetable garden half the size of my apartment. Fuck yeah. Get to go plant, like, tomatoes and shit. It'll be fun. Herm. Yeah, I got the plot. It's great. Which means there will be lots of plant pictures on Discord. I think I'm gonna go with I took her knowledge for granted. Her mother had a lot to teach. She wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. Isn't that all parents' chat room? So anyway, where can we get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them. You may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Gardening is good for your health in many ways. Gardening is the best excuse to go outside one can have, because you get treats at the end of it. Wonder if I can go back through any of that. Lillian regards you casually as you approach. Yes. Okay, so I can just ask again where can we get the fuse. Okay. Pry bar. A steel pry bar lies on the ground. Can I take the pry bar? Oh, we got more mind map stuff. What do you think? Let's finish like doing all the examining we can do in here, and then we'll go back into our mind map and do that. Towers of the refinery. A subtle, familiar rhythm. God damn it. I thought I disabled that sound, but we just got an achievement. Oh well. Okay. So Catherine's our mother. Million the Robot. Blake. Ditch man. Fucking ditch man. Your mom. Don't make a dumb joke. Don't make a dumb joke. God damn. Okay, both of these things are true. Let's go with was conducting research. Or who? Or a client in Fat City. Your mom died. I've never seen this word before. Metastasis? The cancer metastasized? Metasized? I don't actually know how you pronounce that word. Never seen that word written. This strikes me also as one of those games that I might need a thesaurus to play. You'd kill to have a place to plant some peppers. I mean, I already have a garden on my porch. I have kale. I have. I'm attempting cannabis this year. Unfortunately, that's not helpful for me. I can't pronounce words phonetically. I don't know if it's like a problem with me or like a problem with my brain, but I can't understand when people give me those. I just have to like listen to somebody say it out loud. So I'm looking it up on my other monitor right now, in a on a channel that you guys can't hear to like pronounce it for me. Sec. metastasize. Okay. Then it was in her brain. So brain cancer, I suppose. She was on chemo, never finished her 3rd course. Sad. I've lost people to cancer before. It's fucking brutal. The hospice on Jefferson Highway. Blake said the traffic shook the building, and he left before she drew her last breath. Damn. Alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass. That's how Catherine died. Chad, who do we go to next? Million, Blake, or Ditchman? What do you think? Or, client. I appreciate the help, though, Kristen. But where to next? Unless you guys have no thoughts, in which case then I'll pick something. Bitch man, says Dave. The smile of the man who crouched in the ditch in the highway revisits your mind. His head was smudged with Wednesday ashes, and mascara ran from his eyes. Spooky. Let's go with million. It's one of those words that I like hearing it. It's one of those words, Wogarden, where it's like, I've heard that word before, I've just never seen it written. You know, it's not a word that you see written very often. Million was security android. Did we steal Million? So, like, you know how when we were talking to Million, like, there was the thought of how we remembered, like, writing the root code? Did we steal the robot? I think we did. Chat, what was Million? Security android, a fugitive. Why not both? That's it. Seems like it. That's all the knowledge we have for now about that person. Just somebody that we saw in a ditch. I'm sure they'll come up again. It's like the ditch man's been referenced several times already. But I don't know, Ryan. Why can't it be both? But yeah, Ryan, I think this is a game that you'd like. I have a feeling that you'd like this game's vibe. Fugitive? Once a fugitive, now just a relic. She spends hours in stasis beneath the house, like any discarded thing would. Million. Was a security android. He guarded the perimeter of an aluminum factory, or aluminium, whatever you prefer. I say aluminum. Refinery in Gramercy? One day, she ran away. Okay, so she was a security android, and then became a fugitive when we found her. Why? You don't know. Million. Finish thought. All right, we got a new thing. Your brother is alive. You still? So do I, dude. I'm planning on doing that if the streams of this game do well. So if people enjoy this is a much shorter game. Then we'll do Disco Elysium. Your brother is a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling through image boards. Fucking 4chan kid. An edgelord, I fucking called it. An edgelord, a shitlord, a sensitive soul, a compassionate, foolish, can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves, but often makes things worse. So, a teenager? So, just a little bit of, not backstory, but I've heard this game referred to as a choice paralysis game. And also, I've heard Disco Elysium referred to as a choice paralysis game. It's like I don't know if I want to call it a subgenre, if I want to like start defining new genres, but There's another game that's kind of in development right now that's also calling itself that, which is called Citizen Sleeper, which I'm super keen on, which has the same kind of dialogue boxes and like mind map and storytelling style. And I like it. And I'm in. So, honestly, the thing that I've been waiting for with Disco Elysium, Steve, is I've just been waiting for it to be out long enough that people stop going, I don't want to watch that because spoilers. So that's what I've been waiting for. Eventually I'll play it. Hopefully this year. What else? Insecure, dysmorphic, and constantly checking his reflection, always seeking validation. God, are they talking about me? Christ. Was terrified of you leaving, and now he's terrified of you dying. Needs to get over it. When I think of him, all I can feel is guilt and obligation. Chat, does he need to get over it? He needs to play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Also, is that a good fuck this game or a bad fuck this game? I think he needs to get over it. You're all the family he's got. Your brother is oblivious. Your grandma once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, you asked him how he felt. As you said, they're describing me. Well, I mean, it did feel like they were just, at least 16-year-old me. I've grown up a bit, but I'm minus the edgelord bit now, basically. We played a game last night called Memoir Blue, which actually had Bennett Foddy in the special thanks section of the credits, which I thought was kind of funny. It's like, oh my god, that guy's everywhere. It just keeps popping up. I feel fine, he said, and why? Okay, hold on. Let's reread this. Your grandma once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered and oblivious and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, you asked him how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Graham said. He responded. He looked confused and said, what'd she say? Your brother. It's a lot. Fuck, this is good. Let's go client first. Mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know, okay? S.H.I.E.L.D. is an oil refinery and a subpar TV show by Marvel. S.H.I.E.L.D. Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of the transnational oil empire. It holds a large share of the leases of the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil here in Norco. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces feedstock for plastic consumer products. S.H.I.E.L.D. owns half the town. S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. All right, so... Ooh, we have an overworld map now. Oh. God, the vibe of this just keeps getting better. My God. So we're like right here. That's the oil refinery. Hey, Magna. You just want to let you know that you've been calling your first name for a while. Does it make me uncomfortable? Nope, that's fine. Another streamer you've done that with said to made the point that it makes him slightly uncomfortable, and it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, I don't care. My name's not a secret. I mean, if you come in and like drop first name, last name, phone number, I'll be like, okay, what the fuck, and then I'll be concerned. But if you call me by my first name, I don't care. But thanks for asking. Okay. I guess kitchen basically. Back to the kitchen. I think that we've done everything. Okay. Second. Missed anything? Already been to the attic. Backyard, living room. I'll just do this again. This is the television that leads to my mom's memories, for those of you who've missed this. Oopsies. For those of you who haven't seen this. This suddenly makes this feel like an FMV game, and I love it. It's like if Koyaanisqatsi by Philip Glass was a video game, is what this feels like to me. Also, I would play the hell out of that if that was me. Big fan. All right, let's go outside. Also, we have a monkey. Oh shit, I can talk to the monkey. Monkey stares at you, you stare at monkey. Keep staring. He stares at you more intensely. Oh no, the monkey's not smiling as happily anymore. He stares at you more intensely until his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Keep staring. Little circles of light pool in the doll's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air that hangs between your eyes and his is a vacuum of utter stillness. You look away. I'll bet you we could have left the monkey. That's fantastic. Okay. Let's peek inside. 3 times this house is flooded. Oh no. The first flood is a shadow of a memory. Placing your feet down on a drenched carpet, your mom and grandfather ripping out this sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in the backyard, sitting dolls on the cluttered little table. The second flood. You were 14. The pumping station filled during heavy rain. You were in class, watching the clouds move upriver, and you got a text message from your mom saying, Dresden? I'll come get you. For 2 weeks, you shared a hotel room with your mom and Blake. You spent all her days gutting the house. In the evenings, sometimes you would help. Third flood. Another pump failure. Mom hired contractors with the insurance money. You said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. The fourth flood, good lord. The fourth flood will follow. A slow hurricane. It will be a calamity. Fourth flood will follow. A slow hurricane. And it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees breach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts weeks. Much of the sewerage? What? Much of the sewage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist, and it will bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. It will take to piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. And pirate mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, industry will flee this hot zone, and the old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. Okay, hold on. Let's read this section again. Slowly, the industry will flee this hot zone. The river control structure will collapse from the neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. Norco, an abandoned old refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted, then razed. We are a cheery, happy individual, ain't that? Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. That is terrifying looking. Speaking of terrifying, that sound. Chat investments are open. Heads up if you want to invest your ticket. Fuck. You observe the withered concrete and the flaking paint of the statue. Inspect further. The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. You run your hands along the deteriorating corners of the statue. Oh, this can't be good. Snaps off, as by design. Beneath the statue's face holds an odd assemblage of electronics, carefully soldered together. The center of the electronic configuration appears to be a card reader. Behind the statue's face is an odd assemblage of electronics carefully soldered together, and it appears to be a card reader. I'm assuming we need to put something in there. Puzzle, I would guess. Your mom fed the neighborhood's strays. Must be hungry since she passed. Aw, kitty. Can't pet the kitty? Fuck you, video game. Never mind, chat. This game is trash. I can't pet the cat. Crows eye you from the power line. Oh, we can go to the back here from here, too. Okay. Demand refund, no cat pet. I mean, I got it on Game Pass, so it's fine. If I'd paid money, though, I would demand refund. Although it is a stray, maybe it doesn't let us pet it. You can't pet the cat because the cat don't want to be pet. Padupi. Apple in third. We got Floodgate Tavern. Dimes Discount and Home. Floodgate Tavern. Padu Private Investigators. Oh, okay. We snoop for you. Just... Okay. That's the tagline. Turtle. Little girl, our little sister. The turtle, he crawled out of the trash can. Big sister. Don't touch him. He's dirty. No, he's not, says the little sister. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. What if the water dirty? Big sister. Big sister. Trash water is not clean. We gotta go, see? Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. Two sisters continue to argue over the turtle that crawled out of the trash can. I mean, I want to pet the turtle. The snowball stand is closed for the winter. Oh, is that like a snow cone stand? Lights are on in Padu Private Investigators. You knock, but no answer. Okay, I'm assuming this is what we need to access to investigate my mom's death, I'd assume. Chat. Dimes Discount or Floodgate Tavern? What do we think? Dimes Discount or Floodgate Tavern? Where do we want to go? It is no matter to me. It's up to you guys. Tavern? One for Tavern? Anybody else? Anybody come? Also, hell yeah, Barry's check. Can I get a round of beers for Barry's winning all of the points? Tavern? I mean, obviously we gotta go to the tavern because beer's on you because of how many tickets you just won. Floodgate Tavern. So that takes us back to, that's where we came from, so let's go to the Floodgate Tavern. Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Okay. Dimes Discount. I'll listen to the music for a second. I can already tell you, if there's ever a record pressing of this soundtrack, I'll buy it like that. Also, this is published by Raw Fury, so that might happen. All right, so we needed to go to the gas station, so this is good. Film set. Ooh. A film crew is set up along the river road. Several floodlights illuminate the gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Approach the set. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? I don't know why I'm giving him that accent. Chat, what do we do? What are you filming for? Sorry. What a response. Attention, dumbass. I'll bet you this guy's a good employer. Pour me some more water. I need to go fill up that bottle soon because we're almost out, but no. Any preference, chat? Sorry, or what are you filming? Are we interested or nah? Guess we'll go with what are we filming then? It's a detective drama called None of Your Goddamn Business. Any other questions? Sounds cool. Is this like a murder scene? Keep it up and it's going to be. Fuck this guy. Christ. Hey. You know what? Wait a second. Wait a second. You from around here? Nah. Nah. I mean... I'm kind of curious to see where this goes if I say yeah, but my actual natural response is fuck off. Nah. Just another transplant then, huh? Well, then you get moving. No use for you. Aw. Fantastic. Alright. Damn this. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this station. Little has changed. Neighboring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Troy. Well. Oi. That's all I have to say about Troy. Look who's... Chad, do you think this is my old boss? How much do you want to bet that this is my old boss? What happened? Carnival forgot you beside the road? And you even brought your little doll. Yeah, I do have the monkey. I mean, monkey doesn't have anything to say. That's cute. Wow, Troy, you look like shit. Back because my mom died. We have to convince him to let us in. Excellent. I mean, he does look like shit, to be totally fair. He looks like shit. What? You want me to tell him he looks like shit? I'll bet you he probably knows my mom died, so. Also, this track's a vibe. Wow, Troy. You look like shit. Not even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family is so chill, but you're so uptight? My mom just died, thanks. Or, like you know anything about my family. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy that we could take like too late. I mean, I wanted to tell him he looked like shit, so. But, my mom just died, so thanks. You, not that stupid, are you? Catherine, she's too valuable. They'd never let her die. His eye's twitching. Like every 100 frames or so, his eye closes. For like a single frame. It's fucking spooky. You're not that stupid, are you? Catherine, she's too valuable. They never let her die. If anything, she's probably vacationing on on a hard drive somewhere. The fuck is this world? You're trolling me about my dead mom. I want to know what he has to say, actually. Trolling? So damn sensitive. Can't say nothing around you. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time. Matter of fact, she needed somebody smart. Somebody vigilant. Somebody like me. Especially with shields snooping around. Seen some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. I hate this guy, but I also kind of fucking love him. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are getting that vibe, but fuck this guy, but also, wow. This writing is incredible. Do you ever get the feeling you're in a combat sequence even though you're not? Because that's what this feels like. It feels like I'm in a combat sequence. I don't believe a word of it. I feel like I don't believe a word of it's probably the right answer here. At least for me. Because it's like, he's bragging anyway. So if we say what kind of shit, he probably, I would assume, like, from the way this guy is acting and his demeanor, I feel like if we say what kind of shit, like if we pose a question, he'll just tell us to fuck off. But if we say I don't believe a word of it, he'll keep talking. So I'm gonna go with that. Ain't asking you to believe nothing. And anyhow, the same story. Oh, fuck. Okay. Not letting you in the gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking the truth. Are you fucking for real? Okay. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking the truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, at the very least. That sucks. You clearly deserved it. Huh. All right, chat. This one's up to you. 1 or 2. What do you think? That sucked or he clearly deserved it? He did clearly deserve it. But it's sarcastic. That sucks also works. You know what this game feels like? It feels like a pack of cigarettes during a hangover. Everybody's just overwhelming too? Got it, okay. You clearly deserved it. Go huff some blue. Gladly, actually. They gave us more information. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was shilling. That might persuade me. Oh. Probably mom's pills. I will. What? Go get the pills that brother was shilling? All right. What? I mean, aren't we all, Steve? We're just addicted to our own various substances. Some people it's nicotine, some people it's harder things, some people it's other people's emotions, some people it's just caffeine. Oh, huff glue. Okay. Now the question is, do we fight him? Fight this? Okay, let's see how this goes. You're joking, right? Trying to get wrecked? All right, then. Let's go. All right, let's see how this goes. Are you telling me I can fight him with the... Okay, well, I'm good at this, apparently. Oh my god, so I have 2 characters. Okay, so, Monkey died. Ow. That's hard. I don't know. I mean, we win. It's not too difficult, but the monkey's hits are way harder to hit than that one. We knocked him out. I guess now we go home. Wait, can I just go in without him? So many evenings spent watching the traffic pass by the gas station. Just like, okay. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so I don't need to give him the pills. I just kicked his ass. Okay. And then we have more mind map stuff to do. So I need spark plugs. Dog food. Fuse? Oh, fuses is what I need, yeah. You grab a fuse. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. To use an item in your inventory, drag the item from your inventory menu into the intended spot. Wait, what? Oh. You scan the fuse. Kiosk. Thank you for your purchase. It's just like the Amazon store in Seattle. What's this? Protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. How dare you insinuate you being an addict? I don't know. I am of the opinion that everybody is addicted to something. Just some addictions are worse than others. But I'm also, you know, the legalize all drugs kind of person. So. Immaculately stocked cigarettes. Naturally. Of course, it's the one thing that's taken care of. That's just too funny to me. Let's check this. A manual price scanner. And I can look at it. The disembodied illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. Good evening, says the kiosk. How may I help you? Catelyn, this one's up to you. Do we ask if they own the place, or do I ask if they know Troy? What do you think? One or two? This one's up to you. Two for two and one for one. Outside. Although I think you own this place. This is maybe a bit more in character. I don't know. Maybe a bit more in character. You know, Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I'm forwarding it to the Parallax & Sons LLC. Oh, lovely. ... Parallax & Sons LLC declined to respond to your inquiry. You own this place? That's why Troy get fired? You own this place? I'm Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated, semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Parallax & Sons LLC. Discountware is licensed to the Parallax & Sons LLC via the standard American Discount Southeast Incorporated licensing agreement. How do you like this, Troy? So why'd Troy get fired? American Discount Southeast Incorporated prides itself on its outstanding membership. What is that in the back? Oh, that's the cigarette distributor, I think. Prides itself on the outstanding mentorship and jobs and training program. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career and growth. At American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations, we leverage automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees by firing them. To apply for a position at American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise location, please visit American Discount SE-ADSE today. You know what's funny about this is just as fucking obnoxious as having to talk to a robot on the phone. How do you like this job? I proudly perform the routine maintenance operations and procedures of 227 American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations across the Southeast region. American Discount Southeast Incorporated is a model company awarded for excellence in business and community service. Thank you for inquiring about American Discount Southeast Incorporated. I'm good. All right. I think that's everything I can click on in here. We accept transfers? Is that what that says? Oh, cigarettes. Liquor. Ooh. You wonder if this place ever started checking IDs. During high school, friends in the city would drive all this way to get booze. People I used to know would just drive up to Canada to get booze, and I'd be the one giving it to them. All right. Because like what? So we can go back to Apple Street, or we can go up to Batter. We also have new mind map stuff, so let's look at that. Troy. Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. So this is the guy we beat the shit out of. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Her mom was conducting in the research for a client in Fat City. That's all that you know. Okay. We have a connection now. Okay. Don't know anything else about my mom. Move up. We do need a SIM card for that drifter. I'm shocked to see a horse. I don't know why. A memorial languishes in the river mud. A 2x4 cross with plywood. Oh, fucking boat. Hello. A 2x4 cross, plywood plaque, and errands of pulverized concrete. I don't know what that means, but sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here past the brave freedom fighters of January XW2, whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. Much smaller littering of different scratched fake across the bottom of the plaque. Okay. A lone horse drinks from the stagnant water pooled on the riverbank. A drifter. Man sits on a pile of flotsam, his head buried in his canvas jacket against the sharp air. Stupid horse. Man's gaze stays fixed on the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you nor the horse. What do we respond with, chat? Just, yeah? Or can't stand that stupid horse? Horses are terrifying. I'm irrationally terrified of horses. True story. I don't know why, but like, they're just big and scary, and I'm always worried they're gonna hit me. I disabled this shit. Can't stand that stupid horse. A lot of stupid in this world. Stupid people, stupid horses. Couldn't agree more. A little stupid myself. I'm just gonna agree. Couldn't agree more. Spits on the dirt at his feet. You know what they all say? They dump in that water. Hell of a cocktail. They tend to bite? Wait, hold on. You tended horses as a teen, they tend to bite. Are they tending because you're tending to them? But I can't say I've ever been bitten by a horse. I get very uneasy standing next to them. But hell of a cocktail. He spits again, wiping a string of mucus onto his sleeve. What you out here for, anyhow? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here. Making things harder for the rest of us. Be sharp, young one. Alright. That's it for this spot. Sure, we'll have to come back here sometime. Get back to Apple Street. If the tavern's open. Closed, should be open later. Let's go home then. I guess I could have gone to the backyard from the front, but... So, we have the fuse that we need. Back to million. Got the fuse? Good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of time in his Sarpy paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there. That's Sarpy paper. I'm assuming it's a bookstore? One sec. Just let me know. Alright, so that's probably a point of... maybe not a point of no return, but definitely like a big story point. So there's one other thing I want to check. Mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. I guess I can't grab them now that Troy's got his ass kicked. Let's just check up here. Nothing up here. Okay. Back up to the backyard. Ready? Let's go. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Million has joined your party. Interact as party members by clicking their portraits. Well, we figured that out because we have the monkey. If you're stuck, I may be able to help. Million shouts over the wind. Bike runs so much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. What do we want to ask, chat? One, two, three, or four. Where could Blake be? How's Blake been? How have you been? What's it been like around town? I have a feeling we can ask all of these, so... You guys want to see four? Okay. What's it been like around town? Shield has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. She assumed it to be unpermitted Shield activity. Okay, well that's what my mom was investigating on the boat. She was unable to find any evidence of it, however. It was clear that she found something during that investigation. What was it? I don't know. Perhaps you do? Haven't spoken to her in years. Why do I care? But what makes you think she found something? Didn't mention it. I would assume it would be... for me, I think the best responses for me would be the first one or the fourth one, but I'm curious what your guys' thought is. I like that she didn't mention it. That sound like, if I was watching, like, a noir film, that's, like, the response I would expect. She didn't mention it. Because, like, you know, we haven't spoken to her in years, and I don't think that the character would say, haven't spoken to her in years, how would I know? What do you guys think? Or? You guys are agreeing? Okay. She didn't mention it. In any event, something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. Okay, so you wanted to see 3? How's Blake been? The year you left, Blake became uncontrollable. Behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Dresden, He began running drugs into the parish, made himself many enemies. He put those things behind him after her illness, but now she's gone. I'm uncertain what to expect. This place can ruin people. I don't think we would say that I should have stuck around based on our earlier decisions, so this place can ruin people. Perhaps. Won't apologize for leaving. Chad, are we sorry for leaving? This game feels like it's really trying to make me feel like the character is guilty for leaving. Like, that's definitely, like, an option. It's like trying to... It's maybe not make me feel guilty, but it's trying to... Like, you know the mixed emotion of... like, past tense guilt when you're like, was this the right decision? Was this the wrong decision? Should I have made a different decision? Did I make the right decision? Like, that kind of it's trying... I feel like this game's trying to elicit that emotion in me, or like, regardless of what I respond with. I won't apologize for leaving. No one is asking you to. Okay. It's older sister, younger brother, mom dead. Where could Blake be? I think I'll ask how Robit did. I'm always the same, Kay. Always the same. That bad or good? Cool. Hey, man, I like the cool response. Cool. Where could Blake be? Spends much of his time at Sharpie paperbacks. Perhaps we should check there. Oh, I got new mind map stuff. Oh, I see. Okay. Sarpy Books. Floodgate Tavern. Home. Dimes discount. Okay. Let's do the mind map stuff first. Oh, can I talk to Monkey? Monkey stares at you. You stare at Monkey. Excellent. Alright, we got a reports of construction thing. So you've got a new link between my mom and reports of construction, Catherine. Oh, yeah, no, that makes... I would agree with that, Wogard. Your mom was conducting research in the lake. Your mom was investigating reports of unpermitted shield construction in the lake. While there, she saw something, but what? Finish thought. Reports of construction, something in the lake. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Your mom saw something in the lake. I don't know why, but that shit's just sending shivers, you know? Like in a really good way, but still sending shivers. All right, so let's jump up to the world map. Sarpy Books. Beans, store. Checks for cash. C-H-E-X. Oh, checks to cash. Young man leans against the station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone. His silhouette deck darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender's sign. Driver. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. Why? Sucks. Sucks. I feel like that's a non-answer. I want information, so. Pays like shit. Spending hours a day making small talk with randos is melting my brain. Nearly broke an axle driving over a pothole in Hollygrove. My grandpa's car. If I trash it, he'll kill me. Drove anyone interesting? All types around here. Some guy drove out to the middle of the swamp. It was like 2 in the morning. Asked me to wait. Got out, took off all his clothes and jumped into the bayou. Came back a minute later with a bag, toweled off, got back in. Found that to be pretty fucking weird, I don't know. while back, drove some lady to the medical district. She was odd to me. Seemed kind of sick. Asked me all kinds of questions. Or pick up a random signals on the radio. Weird shit like that. Just all types. Bet you $1 that's supposed to be mum. Chat, bet you $1 that's supposed to be mum. What do you think? That just seems too perfect. It's the seem kind of sick line. I want you to know that you just risked almost dying on your strongest character in Realm. I don't know what Realm means, but to finish typing that, your reading is adding a lot to this game. You love this. Yeah, I'm really drawing you in. You know what's funny is like people like fall in like one of two directions. Either they're like, God, your reading is awful, or like, God, don't stop reading. Like there's this one person actually on the YouTube channel who occasionally just asks, when are you gonna do more like book streams in Caves of Cud? Which is just, oh, Realm of the Map. I got you. Okay. Because in like Caves of Cud books are just like procedurally generated word vomit, and I did that one stream which was like just like 6 hours of me reading one book, and there's this one person every now and again like, hey, when are you gonna read more books in Caves of Cud? And I was like, I don't know, maybe never. It's just all types. You drove my mum before. Weird. Teens. Two teens nod and gesture excitedly while bouncing between topics. Sounds like teens. Kid on the BMX. Where'd this dog come from? Breh. Breh. I don't know. She's been sitting here for a while. You seen her eyes? Eyes or something, breh. Kids. Anything else I can click on? Cud books are quite special, yes. Her mom used to come here to dig through stacks among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns. It was meant to find some occult artifact. The owner is also the landlord. You'd imagine that's the only way he manages to keep this place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here. And then they tried selling vape cartridges. Then kratom? What the heck's kratom? Then anime wall scrolls, LSU yard ornaments? What? Yard ornaments. And then after that, you remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing. Eclectic. In the end, the schemes always fail. Only paperbacks remain. I kind of wish I could examine the books there. That looks like a mad kitty. You wonder how anyone can read in this dim, cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend, Erica, waiting behind the counter to greet you. Kay? And Million, when did you get back in town? I've been in Norco for quite some time. Perhaps you are misremembering, Erica. Weird. I guess so. No comment. But anyhow. Hey, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. That's an intense scar you've got above your eye. Yeah, because we got hit by a bike chain at the concert at the beginning of the thing. Is powdered poppy leaf. Huh. Interesting. You're off to bed. Catch you tomorrow. Cheers. We'll be doing some more of this tonight. Or tomorrow night, mostly. Because I don't think I'm going to finish this today. I mean, we're 11 hours into the stream. We'll probably do like we'll do a good more chunk of it, but we're definitely not finishing this today. That's an intense scar you have above your eye. Got it before I left town. Yeah, I'm a badass. Chad, are we a badass or did we, like, are we honest? I don't know how good of a childhood friend this is. It would be like the only like kind of positive, funny thing we've said this entire game. Everything else has just been dirgy and distressing. Got it before you left town. True, honest with friends. Yeah, don't be a braggart around friends. The minute you turn, you're right back in the mix, huh? Word on the street is you cleaned Troy's clock. I mean, yes. That guy, my God, he's such a clown. Right, he finally got a little taste of what he deserves. Just doing my part for the community. Sucks he got fired, though. Man, empathize? I like the voices. The voices actually, because I never played it, but I watched a considerable amount of Inscription. The voices are reminding me of Inscription a lot, actually. Like, kind of the warbly, blah, 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 kind of thing. Sucks he got fired, though. Yeah, maybe he's just so rude. Ouch. Huh. I want, like, my actual response to be the third one. Because I feel for people like that who are, like, that kind of mean, rough guy type. Like, I feel bad for that person. But I want to know what the response would be to the second one. I want to know what the response would be to the second one. Like, fucking grizzled-ass biker, and it's like, maybe he's just so hot? That would be, like, the first joke we've pulled all day. God. Rude is also a good one. Damn, these are all good responses. Although I feel like the most interesting one might be the third one. Choice paralysis, eh? Do you guys really want to see the second one? We literally attacked him with a stuffed monkey and then beat his face in. Like... I think I'm gonna go with misunderstood. Going with my heart here, chat, sorry. Sure. Aw, dang it. Enough about that troll. I was keeping up with your travels online and haven't seen you post in a while. I have so much to tell you. I haven't been online much. I tossed my phone in the Rio Grande. That is true. We did do that. Tossed my phone in the Rio Grande. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers and tearing their fiber cables out of the ground. Trying to rip the internet apart. He nods into ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Sort of, yeah. I think he has the answer, because that is why we're back. Missed the hell out of that woman. Oh, yeah? Same. Do we miss our mom? We never talked to her much. We never got along with her, so I would say, oh, yeah, I think. Because everything that, like, I've kind of read about this character's mother is she never got along with her, I would think. I'm going to go with, oh, yeah. I know it wasn't always easy between you two. I was around for some of the arguments. Blake would say that she was a great person, but a terrible mom. Just hope that you and your brother can find some comfort. I'll be fine. Ooh. Brush it off, or do we thank the friend? This is like the when someone tells me that or gives me a compliment and I'm just like, nah. Like my response would be, I'll be fine, because that is something I would say. Like, yeah, that is something I've actually said about people that I know that have died. Is I'll be okay. I'll live. I'll get by. But that means a lot. Thank you. Because this is like the first nice character we've encountered today. Actually, Million's just kind of bland, but Robit, you know. Of course, lost my dad a while back. Also to cancer. Seems like a common problem here. I mean, he was a mean bastard. Picked up my sister and threw her one time. Wow. Ended up giving her a concussion. Fuck. Couldn't wait for him to die. When he did, I danced. As the years pass, I find myself thinking about him more. Feels good to hear stories about him. It's always complicated with this shit. Never easy. I worry about your brother. Your mom's illness was taking a toll on him. I watched him sit back into some bad behavior. Sorry, I'll try that again. I worry about your brother. Your mom's illness was taking a toll on him. I watched him slip back into some bad behaviors. You seen Blake lately? Yeah. Saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? No, he has not, says Million. He said he was heading to the Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. Well, okay, I guess they must be open now. He may have gotten wasted. I know Gus let him sleep behind the bar a couple times. Did he know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Thought I'd surprise him. Figured he'd try to avoid me. Chat, this one's up to you. 1 or 2, what do you think? It's always weird when you're playing something that's like, or reading a story that's super bland and like dirgy and dark, and then you run into a nice character, and it's like, how do I respond to this? That's how I feel, actually, when people are actually nice to me in real life. It's one of the reasons I'm actually, like, really fond of going to my pharmacy, because they're actually nice to me. True story, actually. I look forward to going to my pharmacy, because people are just nice. It depends on if you see this as we're role-playing the character here. I think going into these games with a mix of a logical character approach with a slight deviation to our own thoughts on the story can be interesting. Yeah, I try and, like, figure out, like, for a game like this, right, like a choice paralysis or a very heavy role-playing game, because, like, you know how I always bitch, moan, and complain that Skyrim isn't a role-playing game? This is a role-playing game. We are playing the role of this character, right? So it's like is this character pants, or do we try and figure out the kind of character that this character is that we're playing? By pants, I mean, is it just a reflection of us, or me, I guess, as the player, or is this a character in this story that we're treating as a written character that we are working with? Because they are a written character. We do have dialogue. So are we trying to play the character and have a character arc, or are we trying to play ourselves as the character? I try and always play the character with my own biases built in, because I have my own biases, right? So if I'm playing a game, let's say, has a very heavy political bent, I'm going to lean left because that's me. Russ, what up, dude? I was clowning. What were you guys up to today? Cheers, man. Thanks for the big-ass raid. Hope that you've had a good stream. Bunch of clowns in chat. Hello, Sushi Fish. This game is interesting. Why am I blind? I'm legally blind. My right eye don't work, and my left eye barely work. Spaced raid? I will consider myself spaced. What's up, Russ? It's going good. This thing is dense. It's kind of like Southwestern America Disco Elysium. Fucking cool so far. What's up, Xylon? Hello. But yeah, we're just chilling. Slowly digging deeper into this nightmare. I was just rambling about characters and such. Love clowns, instant follow. For those of you in the chat, follow Russ Money for SS13 and clown shenanigans. Literally. SS13 and clown shenanigans and other things. Variety and such. Fucking fantastic, dude. Entertaining stream. Noted. Welcome back, audio. Can you shout out Russ for me? Or B-Lug. That works too. CIA gangster police raid? Noted. I will hide the good stuff then. What is this, clown shenanigans? We just clowning, it's fine. Chat, can I get a couple beers for the raiders? We need to open up a new tab for them. Thought I'd surprise him. I'm sure he'll be relieved to see you. He's been resisting help, but he needs it. We're talking to a childhood friend about our brother. Our mother is dead, and we're back in town because mother is dead. There are robots in this world. There's been increasingly bad hurricanes, and yeah. To anybody like who just piled in from the raid, I stream a lot of Dwarf Fortress. That is a cat. It's a very angry cat. Also, there's a stuffed monkey in my party that I can have staring contests with. And there's a battle mechanic in this game about staring contests with the monkey. This is a very good video game. But my day-to-day is I stream a shit ton of Dwarf Fortress and traditional roguelikes. That's what I do over here. So, but thank you very much for piling in from the raid. And we stream 3 days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I stream like 12 to 14 hours. Is Dwarf Fortress fun? Generally, video games that I play are fun. But I think it's a hell of a lot of fun, yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in it. But we'll try and have a staring contest as soon as possible. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Be a monkey. Monkey stares at you. You stare at the monkey. The monkey stares at you, and you stare at the monkey. Can I click on the cat? I can click on the cat. Okay. So there is the illustrations crouton we found behind him. Wait, hold on. So this here is the illustrious... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I've completely misread things. I need to squint. So here is the illustrious Crouton. The cat's named Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out back leaking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's the devil. Noted. I've got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. Oh my god, it's a combat sequence. Oh, wow. Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. We won the combat sequence against the cat. So, you know how earlier we couldn't pet the cat, chat? Because there was a cat earlier in the game that we encountered, and we couldn't pet him? And I said we need to refund and get rid of this game because I can't pet the cat. I can pet this cat. Hell yeah. Is there anything else I can examine? And then we gotta do mind map stuff. But yeah, this game is very much like Disco Elysium, but post-apocalyptic Midwest US. You scan the titles on the shelf. Don't be a vampire. Good Hope Cemetery Establishment. Okay, you pick up the slim self-published paperback from the shelf and flip through to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in this cavern of despair, hidden from the daylight of the blackout curtains, are all the deafer of my internal death. Throughout being a vampire, I thought being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin, and I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bong water, and I didn't think I'd be like this. This game keeps getting better. All right, that's Don't Be a Vampire. Good Hope Cemetery Easement? Carbon copy of a document authored by St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. This document outlines the parish's intentions to secure a roadway through a 90-meter stretch of Shield Industrial Complex. This easement would allow descendants of those entombed to visit Good Hope Cemetery. The grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by the refinery. That sounds cheery. Oh no. Man, it's difficult to pet the cat. All right. So we've discovered a little bit about Blake. So this is our mind map, which is like all of the characters we've discovered. Which actually gives you a pretty good idea of how much is in this game, actually. Your brother was headed to the Floodgate Tavern. He mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. Your brother is alive. Back to Sarpy Paperbacks, I suppose. Oh, there we go. Million, the robot that we're with. I do hope Erica is correct that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than a drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense that something is wrong. You feel it too? Okay. Does something feel strange to you? Ooh, this is new. Several weeks ago, Greater New Orleans, clinician, what brings you here tonight? I'm dying. I want to record. I want a record for my children. This game is wonderful. So, I don't normally say this early in the year, chat room, as we're only on the 4th month of the year. I think that this is my game of the year. I always disqualify Dwarf Fortress because that game's been out for like decades now. I always want to try and pick a new game that came out. I think this might be my game of the year. Also, rip all of you guys. Sorry, Sushi Fish. My apologies. Fuck. So this is our mother a few weeks ago. I guess, character's mom. I have no idea how I say this. Chat, what do you think? I'll let you guys pick this. 1 for the top one, 2 for the bottom one. Just curious what your guys' impressions are. We did that too, actually. Got a lot of old Blockbuster videos when they closed. Voice paralysis and fucking Pete, Jesus. I'm dying. Cancer. It's gotten everywhere, says Catherine. There are some things that I'd like to leave behind. Clinician, I understand. And you were referred by Mr. Richard? Doc. That's what everyone calls him. Yes, Doc. You followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? Says Catherine. Clinician. I gather we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk to you about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees. Yes? That's right. Says Catherine. Clinician. Tell me about them. Catherine. They grew from the concrete. Like sick flesh cracked the driveway. You cracked the driveway. The concrete broke in places, or broke into pieces. This is my last resort. They made your father upset. Catherine. He'd see them and frown. Clinician. But he'd remain silent. Catherine. He'd sit quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Clinician, your father's house was suffocating, was safe. Oh, man. Yes. This fucking game. Chat, I need your help on this one. Do need your help on this one. I think I'm gonna go with suffocating, but I'm curious to know your guys' thought. Because, like, I cannot describe how accurate that is. You've been AFK, but what? Although I think this is my game of the year. I know it's early, I haven't finished it yet. But the last 5 minutes of this game, I'm pretty sure this is my favorite game I'm gonna play this year. It's too early in the year to actually say, but early contender this. Suffocating. Couldn't wait to get out. Clinician, and that's why you married Blue. Catherine, yes. I have somewhere to go. We bought a little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. Naturally, it's called Good Hope. Of course, nothing good can happen on Good Hope Street. Come on. When I told him I didn't love him, it was in my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Finish. Was it true? So, Hobo, since you're AFK, we're playing memories of the character's mother right before she died a few weeks ago. We're in like a flashback sequence. No? That makes it more emotional. Yes makes it bitter. Because then that would be like using a relationship as an escape, whereas no would be using the excuse as a disconnect. That was a difficult night for you because, like, earlier in the game, right at the beginning, there was a memory of Dad moving out. This is new? Yes. Also, this might be my game of the year, Pilot. We've only just started, but this might be my game of the year. Clinician. That was difficult. That was a difficult night for you. It didn't feel real, says Catherine. Why, says the clinician. The spillway was black that evening. The smoke was twisted. The sky was an inversion of some other sky. Also, Pilot, since you just got here, TLDR on this game. Midwestern choice paralysis, role-playing point-and-click game. Extremely fucking good writing. Near-ish future. There's robots. Very bleak. Also, I have a monkey in my party. It's a stuffed monkey. But we'll probably... Man, I'll do this until I get tired. Too tired to read or my eyes get sore, and then we'll play some music. The sky was an inversion of some other sky. Sky, it was corrupted, misplaced. Wasn't a Norco sky. Clinician, where was Blue? Catherine, he sat in the window all night. Clinician, the east-facing window? Catherine, yes. Clinician. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw a flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. That's right. I never apologized. I feel like I never apologized. I think that's the right answer. Oh man, can I delete memories? It's like a pick 2 thing? I think I want to throw this one out, because this was an awful memory, but... Clinician, how was it after that, and the time before he died? Catherine, we circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house, nursing Kay, and only leave when I heard him step out. What are the other two? What? The other two images? I mean, I read what they were. Or what, are they positive or negatives? I don't know. They just kind of felt numb. He'd sleep on the couch next to her crib, and he'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, and pet her head, and whisper to her about life. Finishing. And there was an explosion. Catherine. When the cat tracker blew, they say he fell 5 stories. Oh. Well, that's what happened to Blue. Died in an explosion. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. Remember the tempo of the street lights? The police scattered across the East Bank. Carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. We're quiet, she and I. I want to know what happens if I hit this, but I kind of don't want to. Tell me about this man, says the clinician. Catherine. I would love to see him from time to time around Norco. Oh, sorry. I would see him from time to... Oh, tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around Norco. This was many years back. They're showing me an image and asking me to tell them about them. But several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. You gotta go to bed? Alrighty, Otto. Have a good night. Finish. Why? Catherine, I just do. Finish it. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Catherine, million? Yes. Finish it. Catherine, could be it. Finishing. What was your first encounter with Million? Catherine says, let me think. She came to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days in the aluminum refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes, and they swirled into a kind of desperation. Took her home, knowing it was another mistake. And you were reckless in those days. Catherine, I welcomed any trouble I could find. Fuck that face. Clinician, what was the significance of this image to you? Oh, so you know that image earlier on in the laptop of the glass ball in the sky emitting light that I was like, it's the sun, moron. you go. Wasn't the fucking sun. It's... Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere, says the clinician. Catherine says, followed me in the lake. When? Says the clinician. Recently. A few weeks ago. Clinician, this is where Mr. Richards' branch of factors into your biography. Catherine, Duck's version escaped. A hard fork in an extremely rare instance, says the clinician. Catherine says, and I grew into some kind of monster. It began speaking to me through the radio and told me to install an app. An app, says the clinician? Yes. I think it has something to do with the thing, sphere, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays, says the clinician. Catherine, yes. The clinician says, I see. Seems this latest control point you've submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? Catherine, no. That should be enough. Clinician says, I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. A slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal, and no cause for alarm. But thank you for your patience. Well, we have a last name. Miss Madre? Madreer? I don't actually know how to say that. But... oh, damn, we're playing Catherine now. Okay. Catherine, ... Attendances, ma'am. Ma'am, you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual disorientation are common side effects of the versioning session. Shall I contact our on-call physician? No, it's fine. Very well. Last name? It's Madre. First name, Catherine. One moment. Your head drive is fully synced. You've chosen our silver tier. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware blocking services and is provided as is without warranty. You are eligible for a free sync anytime before the new year. Thank you for choosing the Greater New Orleans Neural Visioning Clinic for your cognitive visioning needs. Rah. No idea what Super Duck wants from me. Better check my phone. Wallet watch. Case picker. Your ride. Quick job. Messenger. I guess QCK, whatever that is, probably some crypto something, is worth $10. Text from K. Just checking in. K says, I'm fine. Where are you, dear? Arizona? Where in Arizona? I don't know. Love you. Just checking in. Still in Arizona? New Mexico? Be careful. It doesn't seem safe to be there right now. Call when you can. Getting worried? Okay. Well, I mean, we did kind of throw our phone in the river. Blake says he hasn't heard from you. Getting concerned. Please call. They put me in another round of chemo. Love to hear from you. Call. Blake. Where you went, Ma? I'm out. I'm fine. Had to drop something off at your parents'. You've been gone a while. Had to make a couple of stops. Okay, I promise. Blake, you heard from your sister? Yeah, she said she's okay. Where is she? Didn't say. Dear, where did my pills go? In MTG. We'll call back. How'd it go, Mom? How'd it go this morning? We'll call. I came back around. I'll be home soon. Calling Uncle Chip. It's fine, says Blake. Love you, sweetheart. Blake, can you hear me? Can you come to the living room, please? Something's happened. Out this evening. Everything's okay. Mom, you need to stay home. I'll be fine. I promise. Love you, my nerd. Love you, Ma. Okay. Duck. Been a while, Duck. Too long, old friend. How's the weather on your side of the tracks? Have me on chemo? Terrible. I don't have long myself. You got me carrying around a tank. Blue's waiting for us. I don't doubt that for a minute. Please, praise the glory of God. Got something on your mind, Kate? Don't want to raise your blood pressure. Try me. Super contacted me. Ooh, a new name, Super. So he did. Don't mess around with that shit. Where you went. Don't mess around with Super, Kate. That thing's got no soul. Likes to ruin what he touches. I need the money. They don't take money where we're going. I can't leave it for the kids to clean up. Blue left them a little bit with how he went, but I was a fool. Don't worry yourself like this at the end. Find peace. No peace for me. Don't get mixed up with this thing, Kate. I'll tell you, it won't go the way you want, how you want it. Kate, god damn it. Hope you're listening. Nope, she didn't get to hear from her daughter because we threw our phone into the river. Come on. My directs. Oh, thanks. My direct. Welcome to Oxford My Direct Medical Portal. As your verification code, do not share this code with anyone. Too late. All of the, like 70 people watching just saw that. You have chosen to receive online billing notifications via SMS. SMS notification. Fucking hell. Yep. $1,500, $1,500, $1,700, $3,300, $3,333, $3,340, $12,000, $15,000, etc. Jesus. It says here I need to go to the Curious Duck. So basically, like, they do work, earn quick. Okay. All quick job for multi-factor authentication. You get some money. Need contact at the Curious Duck. Bankruptcy care, courtesy of America, yes. Receive, so... Curious Duck is the nearest rendezvous for your location. Have a good night's sleep, hobo. Cheers, dude. Curious Duck is the nearest rendezvous to your location. More information awaits you there. Receive orientation at Eagle Janitorial. Paper supplies in Fat City. Well, that's the thing that was going on at Fat City, I guess. Also, we're on 5G. For whatever that's worth. Clinic. Pass? Oh, wait, I wonder. See if there's anything I can look at. Billboard. An uncanny smile of a personal injury lawyer, Martin Smart, hangs above the Interstate 10. His internally coiffed hair clings desperately to his head. His hallmark blood-red tie catches the eyes of drivers speeding east. Just a click away, the sign reads. The Interstate Expressway traces like a scar of California Avenue, east to west. Wonder if it's any good yet in the near future. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, have you actually seen that billboard? Is that a real billboard? East. Bridge cuts east through the Treme and the 7th Ward, places whose stories should be forgotten and left behind in haste. Killers still tell these stories beneath the interstate. East above the Industrial Canal, the moldering strip malls and the narrowed expanse of the lake, and the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble. East through Mississippi, and winter in the weeknight darkness, and onward to Florida, where it terminates. West. West, the suburbs that Catherine calls home. West is the concrete expanse that breaks the clean and sharp St. of Charles Parish line and gives way to the cypress swamps. We blow clouds spire above the overpass silhouetted by an unnatural glow and leads to Norco. Okay, I guess we go to the pass. Showgoer. It's taking forever to start. I'm starving. Been to any of these yet? No. What is it? Puppet show. Always start late. Told them I'd help load gear. So I'm stuck here until it's over. My stomach's going to eat itself. Newly refined Art Deco structure glows beyond the overpass. Turned a charity hospital into lofts. Disgusting. Makeshift puppet theater. Curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later to see what this is about. French Quarter, Proto Street, City Hall. Oh shit, animations. Theater. Man holding a skateboard scrolls on his phone. Beautiful night, huh? It's lovely. What are you doing here so late? Lovely. Finally, cool front. Been waiting months for it. Come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus, different side of the place. What do you mean? How so? People pass through this building at night, and you'd never expect. You know, what do they call themselves? Greg's? Gary's? Can't remember the name. No idea. The kids that squatted in the Promade Mall? Promand Mall? They're obsessed with Kenner John? Nope. Probably. And it probably wouldn't mean much to you, but anyhow. I see them come in and out of the city hall almost every night. I know it's them, because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before you get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Once you're a full Greg, Gary, whatever you get to wear, the blue polo shirt. It sounds like a joke, but I don't think they realize it. What's funny is, like, I'm a Greg. It's odd to hear games, but I felt that way. I felt that way playing games that take place in Seattle. So there's like, or whenever anything takes place in Vancouver, like Stargate's always weird because they're always referencing Vancouver and the Canadians. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see around here at night. Why do they come? I wish I had a clue. Figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza. Deepening winter night. He watches figures cool. The front animate. The front animate the tops of the oak trees in the park. The air this evening is the dearest. The air this evening is the driest it's been since spring. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leaving the Canal Street leaving Canal Street and pushing the taillights. The shift workers running towards the bus. He watches an airplane climbing from Armstrong International as passengers look down on the warm glow of the city. Oak trees, traffic, frail woman staring from the street. Warm glow and darkness wind from the lake. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. He sits on a wooden stool, next to a walk-through metal detector. Is that the ditch man? Good evening. Badge, please. Damn, left it at the house. There's no council meetings scheduled for this evening. We'll need no employee ID badge, Tanner. There's strange people come through here at night. Guy up front mentioned squatters in polo shirts coming in and out the building at night. I don't get paid to answer questions. Got a point. Head back to the overpass. Hall, French Quarter. Fucking Santa! I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting that. Listen to the crowd. And that is why Marie Laveau opened a t-shirt and a camera shop on Royal Street. Jazz Fest Dad. And that's not scary at all. Round glasses. I paid for a ghost tour. If we're going to walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back. Jazz Fest Dad. This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically, says the tour guide, I'm not one, but... Excuse me, says Jazz Fest Dad. Tour guide, my roommate is. Jazz Fest Dad says, where is he? Long story, says the tour guide. I came all this way because the website said it'd be fun. Tour guide says, I'm having an all right time. The round glasses guy says, this city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to score some Molly? Round glasses. I hate New Orleans. Well, I mean... Santa says, well, ho, ho, ho. Santa's eyes roll wildly in their deep sockets. His mouth twists into a smile. Santa, how are you, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help spread some Christmas cheer. Okay, so I guess we're in January in real time, and if this is several weeks back, then in December, clearly. Chad, how do we feel about Santa? Yeah, we are still going. A little longer. A little bit longer. Although we're cooling off with this. We're gonna be listening to some records pretty soon. Santa's good. Where does the money go? What are you raising money for? Something very benevolent. Like a food bank or... Yes. Yes, a food bank? A food bank, veterans animal shelter, who cares? Just give me $1. My last one. Going back on your word, are you? I mean, I didn't say I'd give him one. Not true. Never promised you anything. You're a liar. Not. And a demon. Demon? Santa points at his bell and Catherine, his bell at Catherine in accusation. Demon! His posture relaxes abruptly. Open your heart. This is the time for giving. No. Oh yeah, Nander. Sounds like a good evening. Beard. How's your night, ma'am? Not great. Sorry to hear it. Didn't have any change to spare, would you? Not a cent? Figured. the small plaques next to the door. It says Curious Duck. Place. Door's locked. Hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approaches. Oh, hey, hi. Watches Catherine with a silent grin. So this is... I'm Flannelous. And these... He makes a grand sweeping gesture at a pot of vague meat. Are my dumpy dogs. Hey, chat, you want some dumpy dogs? Silent smiling resumes. He begins to pick at the lint that peppers his jacket. Flannel. Ass. Dumpy dogs. He nods. Smiles. Would you like one? I don't know if my stomach can handle it. I'm not in the best of health. Or one of these may kill me. No. They're good for you. They're just a little bit old. Boss says he won't resupply me with more until I sell the ones I have. But the more time passes, the harder they are to sell. How old are they? Business was popping. Like, I was doing really well selling hot dogs back in selling a lot of dogs back in YX2D. YX2D? It's nearly a decade ago. Yes. Enthusiastic nodding. Flannel ass. Anything else I can do to help you with? Curious Duck's door's locked. What's with this shop over there? I was told to come by and the door's locked. Curious Duck? Rosie. Doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. What's the secret knock? I can't say, sorry. Surgeon, please? Well, I do need some business. Motherfucker. All right, I'll buy one of these old hot dogs. You won't regret it. Doubtful. How much? Just $14. Is that a joke? Is what a joke? Christ. You take wallet transfers? Cash only. Damn. Oh. What if I send some business your way? Then I'll show you the knock. Fine. It's a deal. I have to tell everybody to go. I think I'll leave Santa be. 2 oogles you disregard. Oh, actually. There was this guy. It's taking forever and I'm starving. Maybe my stomach is gonna eat itself. Would you consider yourself an adventure? Chat, what do we go with? 1 or 2? Do you consider yourself an adventurous eater? There are hot dogs up the street. Oh, that's funny. Do you consider yourself an adventurous eater? If you like to live dangerously, there's a guy selling old hot dogs on the street. Sounds like a delicacy. I'm looking for ways to fortify my intestines. Show's getting started. I'll go grab one after it's done. God dang it. I guess we can watch the show. Crowd has arrived to watch the show. I was just kidding. I should take a seat. Gator Farm, next exit. Arrows, t-shirts and souvenirs, cold drinks, etc. Creepy hand. Deep inside the cypress hollow I hide. I mourn this evening. My last child has died. They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads, behind our eyes. It's a curse. I'm the last one to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me strange plants and deli meats. He even covered me with blankets when I sleep. I left on the night of a monstrous flood The fool had not roosted a single night since. He stalks the bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine. Calls out ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight, I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp catching man who killed my children. Remove his head and bring me his skull. Do this, and again, you may leash me like a dog. What a wholesome family tale. Fun for the whole family, indeed. Oh, vey. Okay, this is interesting. Suddenly, what's it called? Sunless Sea. Gator. Hello, fisher fool. You've trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake. Bring me the head of the shrimp-catching man, the one who captures the small ones. Peel the flesh from his skull. Do this, and I'll be your dog again. All right. Let's go this way. Not actually that hard to drive it. An alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fastened to the limb of a cypress tree. How we doing this evening, chat? If you're lurking, could I get a round of beers? I'm just curious about how many people are listening. Just type in the word beer. Let's see how many beers we can get. Tremper. Been a long time since I've seen anyone down this bayou. They all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. Makes her den just across the way. He took my child from me. I buried him where I found him, near where she's staying. I visit that site daily, hoping I might catch her. Does she know better than to show her face? For one to cut out that big skull of hers would be something worth bragging on. It'd be a roadside marvel. It'd be money to me. I see that rifle you're holding. What do you say? Chat your choice. One, two, three. What do we do? That's your fault, Razlan. Not mine. Agree to the deal? That's right. Go get me that skull. You, the muscle in this operation, and me, the brains. Fuck you. Oh, I can't actually die. Interesting. Oh shit, I'm losing. Gator, you have a look in your eyes I see. Fear, hesitation. Bring me that skull. One, too late. No garden. Remember, this is just a puppet show. And I think this is optional, too. Would you look at the size of it? Such a marvel. Done good, friend. You did what was right and brought justice to the swamp. Gator Farm, world's largest gator skull. T-shirts and souvenirs. Cold drinks next exit. The fisher fool betrayed my trust and stole my skull for a measly sum. I rest with my children in the stars that hide beyond the haze. Our eyes still shine. I watch from the sky like a bird each night. My curse will haunt the fool until he dies. Cool. Show's over. French Quarter. Oh. Hey, thanks for sending me the business my way. No problem. We had a deal. Deal? Supposed to show me the knock. Oh, well, sorry, Rosie. Would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business. Show me the knock. That was the deal. Well, okay, but I'll only show you once. So here, listen. Was that literally just 1, 2, 3, 4? You get it? That was the secret knock. Very secret. That's how everyone knocks. Exactly. Who would suspect it? Fucking weirdo. And Catherine knocks on the door and hears a subtle sound of its unlocking. Another cat! Oh shit, it's Crouton! It's the cat from the bookstore! This cat looks familiar. Why would it be familiar? Don't, says Rosie. Touch the ball. You know those, like, meme glasses? Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch my magic ball. Don't work like that. Now I've got to clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating French fries, greasy hands. Nasty. You must be one of them super duck people. Always coming around here looking down at my cell phones. Greasy hands. Terrible. Yap said I should come here? Yap. Yes, ma'am. Something not right about you. You a drug head? Sorry. Is this the right place? It is, Butterhands. It is. Just calm down. You made it. Dallas will tell you. What's what? I talked to Dallas. Called him when I heard you were trying to break into the place. All the racket you were making. Judging by the handle, like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it, now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. Don't got time to be babysitting you. Now that I got you, clean up all this. Stains all over my ball. Even check your shoes before you come in. They're clean? Are my shoes clean or dirty? What do you think? They're clean? My shoes are clean. Well, I know that's a lie. One last thing, gemstone. You got hanging from your neck. That thing ain't real. I know. Trashy. Rude. Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls, tribal figurines, and cluttered display case. Novelty New Orleans-themed shirts. In the back wall. An odd jumble of Mardi Gras heads. Trinkets spill from the table. Unopened merchandise in boxes pushed to every corner of the room. Book. I said, don't touch my ball, love. I had to try. Okay. Dallas. Guessing you're Catherine? That's right. Rosie debriefed you? What, was that a debriefing? I don't know if that's what I'd call it, but sure. It can be kind of... Cats a gaze into the sky and then back to Catherine. Never mind. Quick Job should have a ticket with information we need. No need to stand around. What's Super Duck? Have you been on Quick Job long? Let's go. What exactly is Super Duck? It's a way of making money. Right, but it's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose. Don't know why it exists. None of that. There are nodes all across the region, points where you can speak with Super Duck directly. There are all kinds of things Rosie should have filled you in on. I'm not surprised she didn't. Tell me about Rosie. What's Rosie got to do with all of this? There's a dozen or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money, offering her place to the network. Probably only reason she keeps going. I doubt she's sold merchandise in years. Locks the doors to discourage customers. Guess you could call it a front. You've been on Quick Job long? Investments are open if you want to invest your tickets, chat. How long have you been using this app? Been doing this since before there was an app. What Super says, use the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. Let's go. I'm ready. Me too. Check the app. Let's get moving. Chat, I think that this is a good time to call it for the evening on the game. We're still going to listen to records, obviously. We've been at this for what? I don't actually know how much time we've spent in the game yet. But this feels like a good break point. So I think I'm going to do this. We will pick up this game tomorrow. So we're just going to save. Save. Oh, man. I don't think this game has manual saving. Jeez. We've plopped a save file. So I'm going to pump us out to the title screen. Yes. Mostly because, like, I know that I can tell that some of you are enjoying this. And I'm going to pick this back up tomorrow. We'll probably start around 4 hours ago from now tomorrow on this. So if you want to see more of this specifically, tune in tomorrow around that time. Also, there will be a ping on the Discord when we start playing this. So I'm going to put a line in the chat so I know where to cut the VOD. And that's me. Thanks to any of you who stuck around from that raid, by the way. I don't know if how many of you are still here, but we're going to do our normal evening things. Fuck, that game's cool. God damn. Give me 2 seconds, chat. Okay. Oh, okay. So no, there is an autosave. I was just checking if there was an autosave. Yes, there is. There's an extra. There's an autosave file, and then you can have a hard save file. I guess if you want to save scum or whatnot. All right, I'm gonna go and which I'm not going to do in that game, but that definitely seems like a game that you commit. 2 seconds.